Bonjour mon petit chiffre, Amber here, and here we are back for another spoilery reading vlog. So for the entirety of the time that I have been reading this particular series, I have said that I regret not starting a spoilery reading reaction vlog when I read the first book. And every time I've completed another book, I restated that because I have wanted to capture my reactions. Well, the last book just came out. It just got to me about a week ago. I thought I was going to read it in January or at some point in 2021 because I don't know if I'm ready yet to read it. But I figured, no, I gotta wrap up this story before I have to finish the year with this story completed. I started reading the series this year and we're gonna finish it. So today we are starting a spoilery reading reaction vlog for A Sky Beyond the Storm by Soooooo here, which is the final Ember in the Ashes book. I am very late to this series, but this is not you, Siri. But I have loved every single moment on this journey, and part of the reason I thought I wasn't going to read it till 2021 is because this is so bittersweet and I don't want to say goodbye to the books, but I need to conclude it. I just need to rip off the band-aid and do it. And also I can only go so much longer before I run into a spoiler on the internet, and I can't handle that. Let's do this. Oh, I'm nervous. I'm intimidated. I'm overwhelmed. All right, I don't want to do this. All right, let's do this. Why do I look like I was crying? I wasn't crying. I'm filming. I wasn't crying. But it's 1-ish in the morning. I've only read 19 pages today. I had started Elias's first chapter, or I'm sorry, the Soul Catcher, Elias's first chapter, and I got upset, so I stopped reading. And I'm like, oh god, this is gonna be a struggle for me, isn't it? He's gonna make reading this really difficult. Oh, I have regrets. Okay. I'm fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. I'll be fine tomorrow. I really only read like two pages of his chapter. I was like, no, I can't. I won't do this. I'm not doing this. I'm sorry, is this a Lifetime Christmas movie where the black girl ends up with the prince of the made up land? Oh, alright, well. Anyway, I have a really bad headache. Maybe that's why it looks like I was crying. Bye. So we're doing this. I'm a little behind because I was watching The Prince of Egypt. Priorities. But I'm about to dive back into Sky. I'm gonna push through and stop being a baby and get through Elias's chapter. I think it's just the fact that he is having like flashes of memories but like doesn't know who these people are, and I'm like, this hurts. But anyway, I've got Eclipse on the TV. Happy Saturday. So Elias and Harper are face to face. Finally. My book's upside down. Hold on. And Elias, I refuse to call him anything else. Oh, he goes, there's something about him that makes me stare, some instinct urging me to look closer at him. We mean something to each other, but what? I have no memories of him, and I'm just screaming, he's your brother! He's your brother! Please someone tell him that they're brothers! They're brothers! They're happy and... Never mind. I'm emotional. Okay, it's a whole page later, and thank you, Musa, because he just literally goes, he's your brother. Someone had to do it. Someone had to do it. Also, this moment between Elias and Helena's cute. Hello, so I'm checking in again from the same exact spot. I'm only gonna read 10 more pages because I'm developing a headache, and I will have read 100 pages today. But a few things. I had a moment because, first of all, Taz is back. Little baby Taz is back, and I think that Salva's gonna kill him, but it's fine. It's not fine. But there was a moment where he was chiding Laya for, you know, giving up on Elias. And he goes, but I think that if you were the one who got chained up in the forest, Elias would never give up. If you had forgotten how much you loved him, he'd find a way to make you remember. He'd keep fighting until he brought you back. And I'm like, okay, Mockingjay. This is literally the scene where Haymitch is getting on Katniss for, like, being awful to Peeta, even though he's been hijacked and he's been, like, tortured and whatever. So I'm just like, ooh. So anyway, Laya has now decided that she is going to stay with Elias and try to bring him back to her. And I'm like, fine. But then after reading that part, I had to laugh because part two of this book is called, wait for it, is it focused? The Reaping. Chuckles in Hunger Games. Guten afternoon. So I have a meeting in like 12 minutes, but I have this guy next to me because I like to see how much I can get done before the Zoom call starts, because otherwise I'm gonna be behind for the day. I mean, that's fine, it's whatever. I just wanted to have a chunk done before the Real Housewives of Potomac reunion part 2 comes on tonight. I've got my tea next to me. A shock of all shocks, I think I'm going full tea girl mode again. I go in phases. Either I'm all about coffee, and I have been for a very long time. I'm sure you know this, but I'm really only wanting tea or hot chocolate recently, and I'm concerned about myself. But got some snacks, just making sure I have everything. This is pointless. Yes, I am wearing a bougie nightgown, bougie vintage nightgown, and I will kindly ask you to mind your business because this is an emergency. The son of shadow and heir of death will fight and fail with his final breath. Sorrow will ride the rays of the day, the earth her arena and man her prey. Is that supposed to be referring to Elias? No. 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 I'll be really honest with you. If one of them has to die, obviously Helene's the choice, first of all. But if one of Elia has to die, unpopular opinion, I think I'd rather be Laya. Because Elias hasn't had 1 ounce, 1 moment of peace since, maybe 1, since the series started. No. I'm gonna say that this heir of death or whoever is referring to the Nightbringer because he just referred to Elias as usurper. He was like the first soul catcher or whatever, so there it is. I solved it. Hello from my bathroom. I feel like I haven't posted like a vlog clip from the bathroom in a minute, but I'm in here because this is the quietest, less least cluttered place right now. Everything's kind of pulled out in preparation for Christmas, like gifts and stuff. My mom's packing up some candles. Yes, my mom helps me pack up my candles because she is like a wrapping professional. Anyway, I'm in here because let's quickly recap. I have about 200 pages left of Sky. And things have already kicked off. Hello, I'm out of focus. Focus on me. And things are about to, I mean, it's kicked off. Everything is about to hit the fan. But I'm never gonna look at mangoes the same way. Also, I'm kind of craving mangoes. I was about to say something vastly inappropriate, but anyway. Elias Vittorius is, I want to punch him in the face so bad. Like, I get it, but my guy. But Helene, she got one of those brothers. Good for her. Good for her. Yes, sis. I mean, the bath is probably not quite that sanitary, but you know, whatever. You've been through worse. You've been through worse. You were like half dead like a week ago, so like, what's a UTI, you know? What's a little yeast infection? Anyway, so like I said, I'm about 200 pages left. I feel my theory, I actually never mentioned this theory when I started reading the book, but I have it like in my little annotations in the book. I was right about the entity that was inside of Laya being the Nightbringer's wife, who we thought was dead. I called that in the previous book, actually. Well, not that she was living inside her, but like that there was a connection between Laya and Ramat and the wife, the Jinn Queen. So also Saba has me feeling bad for the Nightbringer, which, I mean, I did already, because I've always said this, while he is awful, like, I get it. I understand why he's doing these awful things, and I kind of feel like it's a little bit justified, a little bit. The scene where he found out that he had been thinking for 1,000 years that he was alone and his wife faked her death. And in that little moment between him and Laya, I'm like, oh, Saba, please. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna sit down for a little bit to start reading. I have to wrap another gift. I'm starting late because I was wrapping gifts finally. It's 2 days before Christmas. My mom's had her gifts wrapped for like a week and I'm just anyway, I have to pour some candles that I'm giving as gifts this year. I'm making one for my friend Kristen, who was one of my college roommates, and it's actually like the scent is inspired by all of the snacking that we did in our dorm room and, you know, various places across campus. And I'm also making a candle for my mom, and I'm whispering because she's nosy. By the time this video goes live, she will have already opened it, and it's inspired by the Great British Bake Off, because one of her other gifts is a Great British Bake Off cookbook. I'll see you. Saba, please. I'm back in the bathroom. It's so many hours later, but I look exactly the same. I didn't even bring the book with me. Okay. I'm currently on page 419. So much has happened since my last check-in. R.I.P. Livy. Sorry, girl. Honestly, I wanted to pop in right after that happened because I was like strangely emotional. If you've been watching my vlogs for the whole time I've been reading this series, you know Helene and I will never be besties, you know. I have softened a bit toward her in this book, but I do feel really sorry for her, and that's the thing about this series. I think it's the line about the Nightbringer or something. Who is it about? Is it about the Nightbringer where it's like he's done monstrous things but he's like not a monster or whatever? I think that's like a reoccurring point in this series. Like a lot of the villainous characters are products of their environment and their trauma. And like in the I was just reading like Laya just said to Elias, it's like, we are children of war. We were made into this. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, so like a recurring theme is like you do feel for the people that, I mean, we've had a lot of growth with Helene. Book one, we had this oppressive colonizer, is that the word I want to use? Genocidal queen. And now we're at this point where I just feel really bad for her. I'm like, can she have anything? And now she's at the point where I knew she was gonna get, where she is like pushing, or she's not now. I don't know. She goes back and forth. She is basically like, everyone that I love is murdered, is taken from me. And I'm like, yeah, girl, moving on. And then we had the moment where there was a brief moment. I was terrified that Musa died. I mean, it's not guaranteed that he won't. I have 100 pages left of this book. As far as I'm concerned, everyone's dead, you know? But I wasn't prepared for it, and I was like, no. Never fear, it wasn't him. His ex-wife. R.I.P. sis. I don't care about you. But you are my temple. You are my priest. You are my prayer. You are my release. Woo! My babies. Look, I just want my own Elias Victorious. You know, one that's like, doesn't like kill a lot of people, you know, or isn't bound to death itself, but you know what I mean. Anyway, I need to decompress. I'm done reading for the day, but I need to decompress. It's like an hour before Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, Laya. Merry Christmas Eve. We just got in from taking stuff around to storage. I took the camera because I wanted to, like, you know, vlog, but then it started raining, so great. I didn't even get to show off my cute new mask, my favorite new mask. Hold on. We all know how I feel about Jurassic Park. Anywho, so we're just getting back in. I'm freezing, and if I get a cold on Christmas, I'm gonna be mad. So I'm gonna make some tea, and then we're gonna do this. I'm going to emotionally wreck myself and finish the last 100 pages of Sky Beyond the Storm, where we left off. Alaya and Elias. What? Alaya? No, that's wrong. Laya and Elias. There were temples and priests and prayers, and great. Let's do this. It's gonna hurt me. I'm stalling. I don't want to finish it because I don't want to be done the series. I don't want to, you know, this is the last time I'll experience it this way. You only read a book for the first time once. Scare me. Having an emotional crisis in you.
Why could you come to the end?
Because the main character's brother just got killed. Sorry you can hear the nutcracker in the background. I'm not sorry. Let's unpack for a second before I go into part 4 of this book. Darren's dead. Helene might be dead. Harper's dead.
Tell me what's going on!
The Nightbringer, Keenan, Maharia, whatever you want to call him, just won't die. I mean, I guess at this point we don't really, he shouldn't have, because that. Also, I just want to throw this theory out there now before I go into the final part of this book, or I don't even know if this is the final part. It looks like there's another section, another part, but into this part of the book that we're going into the finale. I have a theory because Mouth keeps saying to Elias that like he could never be free of his oath unless another worthy human frees him of the oath and takes his place as soul catcher. So my theory is, what if it's Karis? What if his mom becomes the next soul catcher? Especially because she said that the next time she sees him, she doesn't know if she'll be able to do what can be done, and she keeps referring to him as Ilias, which means she loves her boy somehow in some twisted way. And also part 4 is called The Mothers, so I think this has something to do with her and her mother, because her mother is the ghost of the waiting place. Maybe she'll finally be reunited with her lovey. This book hurts so much. No. 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 Oh, did you hear my voice? No, absolutely not. No. Huh? No. My voice like fully just broke on camera. I can't. I'm not going back outside, but I have to put this book, I need to get away from this book. Stop, I'm gonna cry. Not the soul catcher, but Elias. for the road, kids. Where there's life, there is hope. Mama. Did he propose with the armlet? Jesus.
He thinks he's enough.
Oh.
I don't care that you're enough. I don't care that you're nuts. I don't care that you're my son. Get out of my life now.
Hi, it's me.
I really can't talk right now.
What? Just tell me how the pitch went.
Out with the cup, okay?
Honestly, that's accurate.
There's some meaning in it. We'll figure it out, okay?
Figure out what. Nobody cares about everybody. All you care about is yourself.
Hey, Michael.
It's done.
Wait.
I need a few minutes. I need a few minutes to process. Hello. I just realized that I have not closed out this vlog. I said I was going to come back with my thoughts. I was going to collect myself and come back, and then I didn't do it. And today's the 29th. So it's been like 5 days. You know what? I'm going to come back at another time. My thoughts aren't collected. I want to write down my thoughts. Okay, hi. I said in that last clip that I was going to write down my thoughts, come back, and close out this vlog, and I didn't do that, and it's April. But all I really kind of just want to say is that I know that I'm late to an Ember in the Ashes, the Ember in the Ashes quartet, this world, but I don't think, at least at the time, I hadn't felt this much about a book in a very long time. I hadn't been so left so almost desolate, you know. This is a book I desperately wish I could read for the first time again, experience for the first time again. This is one I look forward to revisiting again and again and again in the future. I would read absolutely anything that Sabaa Tahir put out. This book was beautiful. It's such a beautiful conclusion. This story was beautiful. The messaging in the story is beautiful. The character growth is beautiful, and I'm just glad my babies got what they deserved. So thank you for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you like me, feel free to subscribe. All my places are down below so you can follow me, and I'll follow you back, and I'll see you very soon. Bye.